you understand what I'm saying now from the Bible I'm showing you, Craig? Or are you still confused?
I need to fucking change its name on the Twitter, though. Not Twitter, but the live stream fucking thing.
DX, and you're making me nervous just by talking about it.
Just meet him, Craig. Just meet him. He doesn't talk.
Because that guy, DX, is a legitimate stalker. He's a bad person. And he has terrorized me and my family in the past.
Just meet him, Carl. I'm trying to talk about this. The polar abstinentism, I can't pronounce, is irrelevant. I'm trying to highlight the deontology line and its representation. And how it's the reason why it's
I understand the chart. I should probably understand what else is on said chart.
I'm talking. Okay, deontology is the significant point I'm talking about it. That I'm trying to talk about, Craig. The main fact is that because it's what you're using to justify abortion or your view on abortion.
I'm trying to figure out.
So everything else is irrelevant. The axes are important, yes. But the line, this blue line, is significant. Is the biggest significance of this whole graph. I should have just drawn my own.
I understand what the graph represents in this context. What I don't quite understand is how that connects to abortion.
What I'm saying is that that's your argument. You're saying it's bad because it's human if it's murdered. And that's bad, and that makes you a shitty person. That's what you're saying. DX isn't.
That's oversimplified, but I guess that's
literally word for word. Not word for word, but what else did you say then? What else were you trying to argue?
There's a number of reasons why I think it's wrong. It's not just that reason, but that is like one of the primary reasons.
Can you tell me there's other reasons then? So it seems you've been forgetting them for the past 10 times this has been done.
Okay, no. Oh my god, what do you want?
Just mute DX. Check DX. Blank, you're back, right? Click DX. Check DX.
No, I think Blank never he still said BRB and yeah. Oh.
Alright, so
okay.
What were you saying?
Oh my goodness, okay, shirking off one's own personal responsibilities is also something I would consider wrong as well.
But is he not taking responsibility of... Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, with regards to what? Responsibility of...
Let's see. Responsibility to take, to be liable for one's own actions instead of trying to manipulate others in order to sweep them under the rug. That's another thing, the manipulation is also right here.
This still comes down to your perspective on it. We're going further down the rabbit hole. What do you mean sweeping under the rug? The reason I'm asking you this is because I want to make sure what you mean. Because this comes down to a matter of perspective, and this comes back to your view of abortion. So I'm waiting for, you know, that proper argument. Which is why I keep asking more.
Alright, hold on. What was your current question?
So what do you mean is, what do you consider sweeping under the rug with regards to this situation?
Well, essentially, he wants serving as a father, even though that is his duty, his moral duty, after getting a woman pregnant.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, he's that should reflect why he is trying to show his morality down your throat, because he is a troll and he's trying to say I'm a scumbag and even I'm more moral than you are. Yeah, that's what my interpretation of his actions are. But what do I know? I'm a fucking idiot.
Isn't that moral to begin with? A lot of stuff that he does that's wrong.
Right. But that's his argument to Clegg, is like he likes to feel better than Clegg because he's attracted to this. To be honest with you, he's a pedophile too, because like he's attracted to women his own age and he knocked one up. That makes him a pedophile.
Yeah, he's more of a pedophile than I'll ever be.
Alright, so this was a huge fucking tangent. Can you restate your claim about morality and sweeping it under the rug?
That's what I just did. I just said what it was.
No, but we don't went on a stupid tangent. I want to make sure I understood everything you said.
He's trying to abandon the responsibility that he has as a father and a boyfriend.
Alright, this comes down to just perspective then. I guess it comes down to perspective with you then. Because, I mean...
all moral questions come down to perspective.
Yeah, but then some that a little... That's where this graph comes in. Right? I mean, if you want to talk about... If you want to talk about actual morality, or like, morality towards civilization, then I can argue that he should get an abortion because he's not fit to have a kid.
Yeah, no, he really is. He really isn't. And it would probably just be bad on the girl's life. But at the same time,
what can you say, like?
I think he should get his balls chopped off for this, to be honest with you, or at least chemically castrated.
Maybe there's an argument to be made for that too.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Clegg, to be absolutely fair, I feel the same way about you. But,
Mega.
that's because...
What about
Oh no, what I feel about myself is that, like, my brain is what's dangerous, so that should be removed.
A lot more would be satisfied if...
But you can't remove your brain or you will die.
Right, but that's how I feel about my own kind.
So what do you want for brain transplants? No, not brain, but head transplants?
No, like, Elon Musk is working on curing my disease with robot parts. Like, he specifically said he thinks he can cure schizophrenia with cybernetic enhancements. So, well, he was also smoking a joint when he said it, so...
Are you serious?
Yeah, he lost a lot of stock points for smoking that joint on that radio show, but he said some crazy... He didn't?
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
He lost stock points and he got in a lot of trouble for his joke
Okay.
that he made on Twitter.
Elon Musk, for someone so smart, is a pretty big fucking idiot.
Well, I mean...
He was in a legal state, man. That's what he asked, is it legal here? And they said it on air, yeah. And so he toked up, and then he talked to them about how the advancements of cybernetic enhancements on the human brain and what they could lead to and how many things they could cure. And one of the things he specifically mentioned was schizophrenia, so...
But if you're giving some kind of a presentation, it's a real fucking stupid idea to toke up.
Well, it wasn't a presentation, it's an interview. They were just...
An interview is a presentation of sorts. It's a presentation of yourself.
It's a stretch. I mean, can you not smoke weed in the state that's legal in?
The reason that it's a bad idea
Oh,
is that,
Clegg!
is that weed makes you stupid.
Clegg! You know what they did? You know what they did?
I mean, it's the persons.
They isolated... They've done it for years. They did this for years, but they just passed it national wide. They isolated the part of the marijuana that heals you and separated it from the part of the marijuana that makes you high, and you can get pills of pure CBD nationwide. So you can...
What do you mean heals you? What do you mean by...
Like, it's the stuff that has the restorative effects that jumpstarts your your metabolism, but the like if you have a cut or something and it tells things to send the replacement, like it's not your it jump starts your healing factor and it helps fight off cancer and what, but it's an
Ravioli, it dials up those platelet lines.
okay, but like
Has nobody seen Says It Work?
no, but I'm just saying, like, freaking they sell that you can buy. CBD is legal everywhere. It's the THC that's still illegal, and that's how they're able to get past it. And soon they'll hit, like they can sell CBD.
They declare CBD entirely legal everywhere.
Yeah, it's you can buy it over the counter even.
Oh sweet. I ordered some kind of CBD thingy majiggy the other day actually, and I'll see if it has good effects.
Right. Okay, well...
My tips, I'd appreciate if you stop making these tangents when I try to argue something with Clyde.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Sorry. I forgot. What were you guys arguing?
I'm over it already. It's just... Are you religious?
Sure.
That's why. Alright, never mind, I'm over it.
What?
You can't argue properly with someone that's religious. I mean, when you start using proper logic...
Oh my god, don't make me Fedora
Okay.
The Fedora comp.
People can be...
Hey, my religion supports his right to not believe.
But as soon as you... Yes, please. No, please.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, okay.
You can't probably argue with someone that's religious due to the fact that if they don't apply the logic properly to their own beliefs, right? So they're cherry pick arguments and morality. No, it's true. You just can't probably argue with someone that's religious.
No,
Okay,
that's bullshit.
proper argument. No, it's true. I mean, someone who's really good at arguing, right? Really, really well versed in arguing would not be religious because they would have to apply those arguments to their own religion, their own belief, and that religion and their belief.
Do you think Galileo or Darwin or any of the other great Catholic scientists through history
No.
argue?
No. Okay, you're taking what I'm said completely out of context. Straw man. Thank you. Straw man follows you right there. I'm talking about arguing.
No, maybe I misunderstood what you were saying, but...
Well, you just misinterpreted it, so straw man. Straw man follows you. No, I'm
No,
talking about arguing.
it's always trauma if it's intentional, sir.
Well, okay, then. It should come up intentionally because you tried to make an arguing point. But, no, I'm talking about with regards to arguing properly. These guys could have been really good at science. I don't give a fuck. They must have been really bad at arguing. I mean, just be good in science doesn't mean you have to be good. Well, science back then especially doesn't mean you have to be good arguing now. The science, to become a scientist, you know how hard it is? With technology advancing, becoming the science you had back then, I mean,
May I
it was pretty
interject?
complicated, but I mean, it was way easier to work with because a lot more stuff was generalized. Or not generalized, but a lot of stuff is fucking brand new, simpler. We're trying to discover way simpler shit than we are today. So it become sort of revolutionary with regard to science. Way easier to do back then than it is today.
Okay, but your generalization that people who are religious never apply... Never...
I'm not trying to be... No, that's not a generalization, but it's true. Okay, because if you want to be well-rounded with arguing and not be a hypocrite, you have to apply these arguments. You have to be consistent. So if you want to make valid points, and not have them invalidated, I would say you would have to be consistent with your thought process all around, because then you could see that as a bias. Why wouldn't you question your religion this way?
In what way do you feel that someone would always make exceptions in logic and reason for their own religion?
All the time. What do you mean?
How
does religion tie into logic and reason?
Universal.
It has to be necessary because you get biases.
What are you talking about?
Bias? I'm not going to question my own religion. Oh, and you're coming up and pushing these things aside with your views sometimes.
Okay, so you think that anybody who's religious never questioned their own religion?
No, I'm saying they do, but if they still hold on to it, then something a little wrong there. What
you're saying is, questioning your religion, you'll automatically come to the conclusion that it's fake.
Mute yourself, you can say
Because you're
something.
trying to make the assertion that,
I was gonna talk about how incredibly hard it is to get your doctorate in science anymore because you have to write an entire book on an unknown subject and get it approved as new information by a screen of other doctors. Like,
you're not getting harder and harder over time.
Yeah.
Yes, which is why what you said was completely wrong. Like, it could have been a shaman, it could have been a misinterpretation. But yeah, I'm saying
you misinterpreted what I was saying, actually.
No, okay, you understand.
Never mind, it was a sub-point anyway, so we'll just forget about it.
Alright, but I think consistencies with the thought process makes you a way stronger arguer than being biased, and not putting your logic and where it matters the most, i.e. your belief system.
Why would you say that someone who's religious is not applying a thought process to religion? Just because
Good question, but I mean, not that these okay, you're strawmanning now. Strawmanning.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to understand what you're talking about.
Because now you're throwing ad hominems with it. Shut up.
No, I'm not. Ad hominem is attacking your opponent. I did not do that. I'm just trying to understand your point.
You just said with the fedora.
the fedora argument. He was attacking your argument. Oh, I'm muted.
Keep holding on to it. Well, not question. Well, if they keep holding on it while knowing the chinks in the armor, it comes off very odd and biased. That makes me feel like it makes them untrustworthy because it shows that they can argue something that they know is wrong, but they'll put on this act and make it seem really right, and they won't admit the faulty points in it when trying to argue something.
Here's the thing, literally every theory in science has holes in it, just like this.
Okay, talking about... No. Science, okay. You're trying to move this to somewhere else. I don't know.
No, I'm
trying to move it somewhere else. I'm trying to say it's logic. I'm saying logic, like science, I guess, could be one of the biggest areas of logic, but I mean with regards to arguing with our human logic and not trying to prove science. Because you do have a point. Science is a method of trying to find the truth. But religion has a lot more holes than science does by far. It really does. There's a reason the Bible's
Gonna bring up another thing?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, religion is the precursor to science, because originally the religious people were just trying to find out the truth to things that they didn't know, and rather...
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's becoming outdated.
Right, exactly. It was scientific theory that has been thus proven inaccurate. The chaos theory still seems to fucking hold up very well, but like I don't really know if I believe in any of the actual gods, but I do believe in the entity known as chaos. I'm pretty sure Eris is. I'm on a tangent now. I'll shut up.
So what were you gonna say, Clark?
There are definitely a whole of questions that haven't been answered through haven't been answered definitively through science that
No, I know, but I mean...
ponder and it's not outdated. Like, is there a creator of the universe, for example?
Okay, but now you're stretching it really far. You're going to the very extreme end. Now, well, actually, you're bringing up a really good point. Thank you.
Actually,
a way to make people feel more comfortable about their understanding of the universe. Thank you, which I don't think is an appropriate way to think about stuff. Because you would rather believe there's some guy in the sky that used to or any religion, right? You really do believe that there's some type of creator that all religions that exist on this earth know of? And you're trying to compare that to... Okay, no, what were you gonna say, Matrix?
Fuck, I forgot now. No, I almost had it. I'll unmute myself when I have it again.
So do you think that? I'm just questioning because I'm a little interested in why you're saying, well, science doesn't know this, so it's on par with religion. What? Or what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that essentially science and religion both sort of have a purpose of asking about universe around us and trying to figure it out.
No. Ooh. Okay, I guess at some point they can, right? They do converge at some point, but I mean, science is...
Oh, I remember now.
Science is
It was a
uh,
argument against Clegg's argument about the needing to be a creator. Who created the creator?
yeah, that's true. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Wow, that's like chicken and egg kind of question there.
But I mean, they do I guess they do kind of converge. I mean, your explanation can be that way, but I feel like religion is just a form of comfort. It
Based
doesn't really answer anything, and science goes more specific on what it tries to discover, right?
specifically, science has answered who came first. Technically, the thing that laid the first chicken egg, the thing that came before the chicken was already laying eggs because it was already a dinosaur, and dinosaurs laid eggs. So there was eggs far before there was chickens, and we know that through science. So we've answered what came first, the chicken or the egg. Obviously, the egg.
Yeah. But
Well, oh yeah, I guess so.
no, okay. But with regards to
But again, whatever laid that egg though was essentially a chicken.
okay.
Well, so that still work out.
No. You stick to what I'm saying. Well, science, okay, you say to try to answer the universe around us, right? Science has done a way better job of doing that than religion has overall, on average. Because science did, or science was created through religion. So that's a fact. So science came from somewhere, but I mean, on average, science has done a better job of that. Now, when you say trying to have an answer for the universe, it sounds very weird. Because I still don't understand what you're saying. Because it just doesn't fit. Because religion takes the idea of this God and tries to apply morality to it, whereas science doesn't. Science's objective isn't to find out if there's a God in the sky. Well, not yet. Because we don't have the technology to.
It's a question that all scientists ask, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if it's a question all scientists ask, it doesn't mean it's fucking added to it, retard. Because a scientist asks, it doesn't mean it's being searched into.
Questions the absolute core of science.
Okay, now you're... I don't know about this. Okay. Let me think about it a little bit. It's not that you have a point, it's just that I have to make this specific to you. Okay. So, asking questions at the core of science, right? Okay, you said science is the method of trying to find the truth, so its findings even to now could be wrong, there could be easier ways of understanding it altogether. Now you're taking stuff out of habit and saying, this guy asked what he wants to eat. So it has to be intertwined with science. No, it doesn't. Just because he asked whether there's a God or not doesn't mean it has to be tied into science. Although you're taking the fact that they asked a question, you ask questions in science. He asked question, science. Like, it isn't. It's not the same.
It's the start of, it's the beginning, it's step one of science.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't have the ability to take it in you. We don't have the technology or the method to...
But if we did, we would do it.
I'm
Yeah, I
still
know, but
pretty
that's
confident that
hypothetical.
one day we'll find little
Yeah, no,
receptors inside plants that we don't already know about.
Yeah, I mean, everything in these plans was once, like, not possible. You know, eventually, we'll do things we could never conceive of now.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you're right there, but we're very far from it. So as far as we know, I don't think there's a tie between the two. There shouldn't be. Not yet. I feel like that's something at the very end of science, assuming we even make it that far as a human race. This has gone in a tangent. But no, my statement still stands. You can't argue with someone who's religious that's too much of a hassle. Because of their ideals. Like, I'm fine for religion. Go straight ahead, be it. But I mean, you try to pick an argument, you're way out of your element. Don't try to, please. I'm not saying don't ask questions, either. I'm saying just don't pick arguments you're not prepared for. Complex situations, obviously.
What the heck is that supposed to be?
That means when it comes to arguing stuff with morality, and not morality, but more complex arguments they can't handle, for a fact.
Can I steer the conversation for a moment?
It comes back to their religion and belief, easily. Why would you argue with someone who will stick to their belief even though
Actually, I
you
should
could
turn this
question the
down.
fuck out of it? Right? And they will still stick by it. Sounds very fishy to me. Very
Everything can always be questioned.
Oh yeah, you taking what I'm saying and blowing it up. Talking about with regards to someone's belief.
May I steer the conversation
You
for a
can
moment?
question something without abandoning your belief. I can
Well, I mean, when you question it to
Right.
the ability of where, wow, this doesn't make any sense now. Wow, the history of this has changed. Wow, maybe my God doesn't, and still stick by it?
Just because there's a possibility that a God does not exist
No.
doesn't necessarily...
They're a religious God. They're a religious God. How do we know our gods exist? Tell me, how do we know? What holds a possibility that these gods from these stories, Christianity, Islam, Judaism exists? Huh? Like,
Okay, it's like this. You cannot prove, like, one religion's right over another, but there's no harm in
you
just
can't prove none of them are right.
There's no harm in just picking one.
Well, I mean, when you question the fuck out of it...
It is when it's
kind of
just
is.
telling you to throw people off of burning buildings and
Islam.
shit.
Yeah,
Not
Islam's
burning.
caught on.
Well, okay, as long as it's not something extreme like that. You know,
Like
as
they're
long as
telling
the
you
religion
them
is-
to cut the clits off babies.
Yeah,
Even back then,
I mean, male circumcision in this country is...
pretty common for a country that doesn't have a lot of Jews.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, and Adam Ruins Everything went on a whole tangent about how it's completely a cosmetic thing. That with today's technology of soap, that all you have to do is pull it, peel it back, and clean it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Adam ruins hygiene. Yeah.
Well, actually, it was Adam Ruins Sex.
Oh, it's Adam ruins sex. Okay.
Yeah,
One or
'cause-
the other. Those are two of the best episodes. But Adam ruins sex, I think, is the best episode.
Yeah, but yeah. I laughed so hard because it was all things that I already knew that and nobody ever fucking believed me on. And it was like, it actually makes you less sensitive to get circumcised, and nobody fucking believed me. And like, Adam's like, there's thousands of tiny little nerve receptors in the foreskin that people are just lopping off.
Alright, so that's our argument, Craig. Do you have anything else to say in defense of religion? Besides that, entirely, well, no, not besides anything. I'm wording that wrong. So is there anything else you'd like to say? To try to defend it?
I mean, I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole completely. That's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I got a game to download. We're streaming. We might as well fill the time with something stupid. Clegg, what are your religious beliefs?
Probably Christianity.
Right. Everybody's Christianity is different. There are several Christians believe.
I meant like just generalized knowledge. Catholicism. Well, the three main, right? This was Catholicism.
Well, right.
and the Eastern
But
Orthodox.
even within the sects of Christianity, the just general Christianity, cultural Christianity, there are some that believe Jesus is God, and some believe that the thought that Jesus is God is ridiculous because he's the Son of God.
Okay.
So, I wanted
What
to.
is your religious preference?
Clegg,
Damn, that's complicated.
So what is your religious preference, bud?
He,
Because do you realize your idea? I don't like using it, but your argument boils down to what that one guy said, the spaghetti monster, I hope you know. Not boils down to, but I mean, that's where his argument comes from.
yeah, I believe that the spaghetti monster exists simply because people pray to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which is what I'm saying. Which is why you understand what I'm saying. Why
Yeah.
I'm saying religion's not good. Not based on that alone, but I mean, just because you say you can't disprove something doesn't make it valid. Well, with regards to religion, because I mean, like, yeah, other areas, yeah. Other areas we can see, yeah. But I mean, with religion in specific, and how it tries to test about an entity of some sort.
Okay, so essentially, because science can't prove anything related to religion, at least not as of yet, it's basically forming a hypothesis. It's saying, okay, based on my observations, this one's the one I think is accurate, or this is what I think is accurate, blah, blah, blah.
Well, with what? Sorry, I can't.
Well, I would like to direct this debate because he's already made something that I have a rebuttal for, but I was waiting for him to finish his whole point. So, you claim that there's no religion that has any scientific background that hasn't held up to the science of today. So that's your claim, right?
Me?
No, I'm talking to Clegg. He just said that, right?
Wait, what are you asking?
That there's no religion, no religious explanation for any sort of scientific background. Like that it doesn't hold up to science today. Like science can't disprove or prove any other religion.
As far as we've observed thus far, yes.
Okay, so the Greeks then had a hypothesis about the universe. We call it the Big Bang. They call it chaos. And through their mathematics, which they were able to correctly determine the Big Bang and incorporate it as characters in their myths and legends. Like, for instance, for thousands of years before there was anything, there was nothing but time and darkness, and time and darkness are the first two entities that chaos created. And time and darkness playing together is what created the rest of the universe. And so for the very long period of time in the universe, there was nothing but blackness and darkness and matter just floating about. I think it was even hydrogen atoms at this point still, and it was just darkness, and time had started, and then it just everything started slowing down because the entropy of the universe started taking effect, and that's what started forming planets or whatever. But that sounds a lot like time and darkness playing together for thousands of years. And so that is a religious theory that came up thousands of years ago that has now been incorporated into actual scientific hypothesis and theory based off of the same math.
Wow. Very interesting.
The main issue with that is maybe it was inspired by it, but
I think
my biggest issue is that time isn't the real thing. Time isn't the real.
Right.
Time is the real thing.
Well, it's relative to gravity.
No, it is it's a reference point. It doesn't actually exist as a dimension. It's a reference point.
Okay.
I don't know if we really know that for sure.
Well, what do you mean time exists? Then explain to
Well, things degrade over time.
me. That is existence. That's not time.
Right.
Time is a reference. You said over time, right?
Right, around gravitational sources, but the further you are away from a gravitational force, the less your cells degrade. So time is relative to gravity.
Yeah, that is true.
It's simply what a clock reads, right?
I'm trying to remember if it was lighter gravity that makes time go slower or heavier.
It's lighter gravity. Lighter gravity is slower. But ironically, if we existed on a higher gravity planet, we'd still live longer because we'd be hardier people.
What? Got cut off there.
Oh, I said ironically that if we lived on a higher gravity planet, we'd still live longer because we'd be a hardier people overall.
Oh yeah, true. It would toughen us out. Yeah, so either way, it has benefits.
Oh, I guess you're right about the time thing. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I know lots of people that don't think time exists. So, but yeah, as he pointed out, even time is just a theory. You can't prove time. But I'll let Coco go back to.
It seems like a reference point.
Well, they have decided that space and time are the same dimension, and as far as NASA is concerned, like you can't move through space without moving through time, and you can only go one direction in time, as far as they know.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty safe bet, too.
Well, theoretically, if you ever approach the speed of light, you'll be time traveling because you'll go through time faster than everybody else, so you will age less. You know.
Oh no, you're
Yes.
right. Yeah, never mind. My understanding of it was just a reference point. No, yeah, you're right. But this one on the hugest tangent ever, my tips, please.
Okay, sorry. You were. I wanted to see what his argument was for.
Well, honestly, no, he's religious. Nothing's gonna change. Never mind. Who cares? You're
You're
gonna stick
so
with it because you
dumb.
liked it. But am I wrong, Clark? Am I wrong? You're gonna stick
Look,
by
man.
it, rub with it. It's click. It's true. It's the
Let
way
me-
it is.
Let me
It's
tell you
the way
about
it
fucking
is. Click.
Alright? No, listen.
Alright, tell me
No,
about
you
it.
listen to me.
Alright.
Don't tell me about it. Alright. So,
This is gonna be good.
religion is simply a choice you make in order to not fucking go as insane in this shitty, crazy mixed up way.
Alright, remove
If you're
from the
religious,
Remove
you're
from sorry,
choosing
that's
to believe something because it is better for your mental health to believe in something than to not as your personal
Kid,
choice.
that's fine. That's 100% fine. Just like it's someone's personal choice to take drugs, right? That's entirely fine. Like, but I'm saying they're not going to be generally good at arguing.
No, you're making a ridiculous
choice.
generalization
It
based
is a
on
generalization. I
observations.
told you already, and you haven't given me anything else other than your religious point of view.
What? What am I even arguing against right now? I don't even.
Like, I feel the exact same way. Like, I have no idea what you're trying to. How did he die? I have no idea.
It was a debate that I proposed. I wanted to know what Clegg's religious views were, and then I went on a tangent.
No. It was before that entirely. You're curious for his religious. We never got an answer to that, but I don't care. It didn't matter to me.
We were talking about morality and separating it from religion, and you deemed that Clegg was unable to separate morality from religion.
Which is not true.
Actually. absolutely spot on. It's just Click. Your explanation was basically my closing case. Not my closing case, but kind of just finish it all up. People decide to do it, yeah. But I mean, just because someone decides to do it doesn't mean it's not gonna have negative drawbacks, right?
Sure.
Because of this point of view, I don't feel you can argue properly because there's too many holes with religion. With our religion. With human religions. Islam, Christianity, fucking any other ones. Except Buddhism. I like Buddhism. That's an exception, though.
Buddhism still creates more terrorists than well, what? I think that's just because there's still more Buddhists than Discordians. There's just so few of us. But I looked up Buddhist terrorist attacks, and there's a lot of them.
He opened his first fucking what's it called? Mine shaft chest equals load. That's fun. Now, religion just allows for too much holes, like I said, holes in logic. So, Farrah, do you like? I generally want an argument from you for religion. Anyone? Or are you just gonna say anyone? Well, I mean, anyone can be, but I mean, it's a really an argument. Because yeah, they can. It's like, oh, I can go use the restroom right now. So do you really have nothing else to say?
I don't know. I mean,
You can't have a proper argument for it, right?
I could. I can say some
Okay.
reasons why it sort of makes sense.
Like? Like?
The idea that everything we know just kind of randomly popped into existence is pretty bizarre.
Oh my god.
It's the only thing that's mathematically possible.
Please don't tell me you're actually doing this. Like,
No, I mean really. Think about it.
I'll give you another try. I'll give you another redo. So is there anything else you want to say? I'll give you another chance.
According to all our okay.
Now you're just going into faith, which proves my point.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes,
It's
you are,
a
because you're saying it doesn't make
There's a
sense.
solid logical argument. No, there's a solid logical argument that there may be something that created the universe and everything we know, given the complexity of it all.
Oh,
I feel as
okay,
though if
so
we
you're
were,
still using faith. You do realize that, right?
if everything was left to its own devices, it
Crazy.
seems illogical
Crazy.
that it would develop into something as complex as everything we have today.
Like you're still going with faith.
It's not illogical. According to the math, everything would turn out exactly as it is, randomly, because that's what the math it has to, because it can't help it, because there's just too much matter in the universe, and it keeps expanding and collapsing and expanding and collapsing according to the math. So our universe has been created thousands of times already, for thousands of lifetimes of a universe.
Right. A matter of fact, are we still spreading? No, we're still spreading out. But
begs the
basically, the reason
question.
everything comes no. Yeah, but it's just out of our scope, like, and I know for a fact none of our fucking
Precisely.
simple-minded. No. This is where I'm going to. Don't interrupt me again because you only dug yourself a bigger hole. Which is why I'm saying there's no way any of our single-mindedly old religions have an explanation. So no, don't say precisely. Oh, science can answer it. Religion? No, that's not how it works. Please. God, that's so stupid.
Alright, look. You just call everything stupid,
No,
and if you're gonna
like
do
you
that,
said, oh, that science can answer. So religion, what I'm talking about is the credibility of it. How old it is. our complex system of using science has a better chance of understanding it than this old religions, these human religions we have.
That
Maybe
is
there's
the
a religion out there, Click.
Coco.
Yeah,
That's
that's fair.
another fallacy. That is appeal to novelty.
What?
Appeal to novelty is a fallacy where you say something is better because it's newer. Something is old, so it sucks.
No, I think what he was saying is that if aliens came down with spaceships and said, "This is the religion we have," that he'd
Yes,
convert to
yes,
them.
Thank you. You caught what I was trying to say. I was about to say that if there was a religion that could explain it, then yes, but there's no way any of our fucking simple-minded, one-dimensional religions have a better say in the creation of the universe than our complex system that we have developed for years and years. Lots of minds have come together to work on this. Has a say in. Religion hasn't developed anymore. Bibles have been rewritten multiple times, sure. But other than that, no. See what I'm saying now? Probably still not. It's fine. Like I said, you can be whatever religion you want. I don't care. With regards to arguing, it's just too many loopholes in our religion. Not loopholes, holes.
Okay, look, if you think that people can't
No.
make a good argument for religion, that's fine.
No.
But that doesn't mean that they can't make a good argument for
No, they
anything
can.
in general.
They can. That's what I'm saying. They can, but there's a certain point in which that collapses. They can. They can run. They can argue, but there's a plateau to it. There's a point where
No,
because then
Not
keep
having
up
a
with
religion
other
doesn't
logic.
automatically
No, I
raise your
100%
ability to
agree.
argue.
I 100% agree. But I mean, for someone who isn't religious and could properly argue, no, I get what you're saying. No, I 100% agree. But I'm not saying religion, not having a religion automatically makes you good at arguing. You misinterpreted what I said. What I said is that when it comes to arguing, graphically wise, it's gonna keep going and then it's gonna become a straight line. It's gonna cap out. Because you could start using your own arguments. Well, no, I guess you can't. Because that'd be kind of a red herring. But I mean, I feel like their arguments would be a little more would be more untrustworthy. 'Cause unless they show evidence, I don't know. Been at this for too long. Just watching some guy play Minecraft. Only getting excited for 1 minute, then going back to it.
You know what I think is funny? I think Baby might be watching the stream. I'm not sure. I'll go into the YouTube thing. Because my phone made a beep when I opened it up.
Coming Black Friday video. God, I hate this time of year. Video
Is it
game
Black
something or
Friday?
other. No, I just hate this time of year period. I was just.
It could have just been me,
Coming
like my
Black
phone
Friday
being
video
late to
game
tell me that I was
deals.
watching it earlier. Because it's done that before. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's still muted. I muted myself and I forgot it. And I started talking to you guys. And
What were you saying?
oh, I was about to check on the stream because, like, my phone made a noise, a YouTube noise. And so I'm checking on the stream through browser and seeing if anybody's watching. Let's see.
Fractured But Whole is going on sale for Nintendo Switch.
No views.
$17.
Actually,
Alright.
if you're religious, what religion?
0 people
Are you
watching right now.
What religion are you part of, like? Christianity, right?
Yes.
What kind?
I would prefer Catholicism.
Protestant? Why not Protestant? That's weird.
Because I've become very disillusioned with Protestantism because It's freaking shattered all over the place. There's way too many of them. It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. Yep.
I could respect the decision to do that. We all have our own reasons to do it. I suppose.
Okay.
You do practice your Mel herrings, right?
I thought they were called red herrings. Red herrings?
No. Like, fuck, what is it called? Where they do Mel Harry's?
Hail Mary?
Yeah, my bad.
Male Harry's?
My bad. Do you do them? I would figure you would be. I don't know. It doesn't show how the argument in itself.
Oh shit. I keep losing subscribers ever since I started doing these fucking
Live streams.
yeah. I don't think they like it.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah. He just said that, right?
I said Mary Hills?
Male Harry's.
That
There's no religion, no religious explanation.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic.
Male Harry's. But yeah, the stream is up. They're currently talking about me talking about the Big Bang for any sort of. That's how far the lag is on it, though. But it will be chronicled and saved on my YouTube channel forever. Yep, it's how I'm keeping my journal. And if people don't like it, they can suck a dick.
I'll give you lose subscribers because when you live stream, it pops up at the top of their sub feed.
Maybe. And I just live stream every day, and they don't want to see that every day.
Well, I mean,
Maybe. Well, no, it says we're getting 0 views, so that can't be it. I was gonna say maybe they don't like it because DX is very vulgar and he's been saying nigger a lot.
yeah, that's true.
So Clegg, are you scared that your face is iconic on YouTube in the troll community? Not face, your voice.
I don't know about what community?
The troll community from the Cocoa Cream or whatever the fuck that guy's name was.
It was Cream Man, not Cocoa Cream.
Okay.
There is no troll community. It's just like, I don't know, fat little group of fags.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right, but there's like several videos about with your voice on them with your like you worry that they're gonna start watching my stream. I should show them my stream just to see how they react.
No, absolutely not. No,
You need to chill out. It's not that
no,
bad.
that's legitimately dangerous. No.
I think you're getting a little too paranoid, please.
Like, what are they gonna do? And subscribe to my
I
channel?
don't think they know channel streaming.
No, listen, that's not okay.
Like, what are they gonna raid me while I'm live streaming you?
I guess he's assuming they're somehow gonna find you.
I made it
No,
entire.
it renews interest in harassing me. I've almost.
But it's still
I've
based on the
almost shaken the
fact that you're scared that they're somehow gonna find him. So yes, it ties into that. It ties into what you just said.
I don't know.
Cause is the effect.
What? What are we even talking
So,
about?
Clegg, would you accept electroshock therapy to change your sexuality like Michael Pence says we can do with the gays?
No, it's part of who I am. I wouldn't want it changed.
That's bad. What made you shift
So, what
your
makes you
type of
think that it's not a
brain
good,
training?
like, cuz like I said, I think I should kill myself logically. What makes you get around the logical ethics of allowing somebody with your mentality to live?
Because this is more emotional based. I mean, I don't agree with killing yourself either of yourself. It's not appropriate. You can think it's logical, but by that logic, there's a lot of people that should be cut off. Ox, DX.
No, I say get rid of all of us. We're fucking. We need to progress human evolution by getting rid of all the excess fat, and I don't care if I'm part of that fat.
But natural selection does that anyway.
No, not the way humans
Selection
live.
doesn't exist anymore. Actually, like, physical evolution doesn't exist anymore. We're over that. Capped out.
That's why we just gotta kill all the weak and stupid.
Maybe the pinky toe? I don't know. But other than that, no. Physical evolution, we're done.
It's not just physical. It's
No.
No, psychological. No, I 100% agree. Psychologically, we have a lot to evolve. But I'm talking about like physical, like growing extra limbs or standing upright. We're capped out. We don't, our skin tone wise, or there's dark people in
Yeah,
Africa.
we're already out of the tribal stage. You can't.
Just fucking build houses, air conditioners. We change our environments. There's no reason for our physical selves to change anymore. Phenotype has no reason to evolve slash change. It's even adapt. We change our environment.
okay.
Oh, it's just the
But
next step in human evolution.
okay, but listen, like, there's still human evolution is still about optimizing the human being, and that now includes different factors besides just things like physical strength.
Yeah, I know, but did you not hear what I've been saying? God, never listen to half the shit I say. Acting like DX now. I said physically.
I know, but you sounded as though you were arguing that we're not evolving at all.
No, we still are. You know we are.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
Yes, you didn't hear what I said.
You talk fast, Coco. Sometimes it's hard to keep up.
Oh. Shit. My BattleNet exe won't fucking. It's not downloading. Like still got 0 bytes. It's only 4 megabytes, and it's not downloading any of it.
For Destiny
Yeah, for Destiny 2.
No, you don't have to download. You just have to click download, right?
I don't know. I clicked on the download link and it brought me to it, and it said I could download the client, but then the client was BattleNet is set up. I don't know. I'll look through in like my games or whatever.
Wait, how does 7700K hit like easily 200 FPS on Minecraft and I hit like 130, 140? Is there something wrong with mine?